if you love games, you might also love Microsoft Xbox new program they're coming out with, the Game Pass. It is a subscription service, and I believe initially 100 games are going to be available, and pretty much you can, it's $10 a month. You, when you're in this service, you can download from a vault of games directly to your Xbox and play and enjoy these games for as long as you have the subscription service. It's going to be $10 a month, and it's, I believe, $100 a year. It's very steep for a yearly, subscription. And also, you will get the games at a discounted price. Now, the article I sent you guys, we're comparing it to Netflix, which Netflix is a streaming service, and this is a direct download. Also, it's more like, have you guys ever used EA's EA Access?
No.
It's the same thing where it's like $5 a month. I think it's like $30 a year, and you can download games directly from the vault. You also get discounts on the games. I was gonna say, I saw in that article, I didn't know that about the service. It looks like they're going to be rotating games out. It's going to be called like their Legacy Vault, and if they rotate a game out of the vault and you want to buy it, you can get it at a discounted price.
But you can download it and keep it on your Xbox. If they rotate it out, you can't play it on the service?
I don't think you can. The article wasn't clear. It's going to be cleared up, I think, because they said it's coming out this spring, so that means I think Microsoft is launching this program at E3.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what it is.
They might want to let everybody know ahead of time so they don't get pissed off later.
Yeah, I think at E3 they're going to have a conference and they're going to announce it and everything about it, and they're going, now you can get it today at the end of the Game Pass presentation. So it's going to be a big. That's what they're going to do. This is going to be a big thing for them to do at their conference to kind of stick a feather in their cap. For that, because PlayStation has a streaming service too, but it's...
Is this the future? Is it a smart move? Is it...
For them, yeah, they're cutting out the middleman, which, I mean, did you guys read in the article that GameStop stock took a dive when this was announced? They're cutting... Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft have a vested interest. It's, I was going to say it seems that they definitely have a vested interest. Cut out the middleman, cut out GameStop, cut out the retailers, and sell directly to the persons on your console. You don't have to have that person.
But it's already like that. That model already exists. You can digitally download any AAA title or any new game title straight from the store.
Here's what I will say to you. How many new games do you buy a year on your Xbox?
I never buy new games, really.
You never buy new games?
Not really.
Never?
They're expensive.
How much do you spend on these games?
I bought Rocket League. That's the last game I bought.
So, essentially, with this service paying $10 a month, by the end of the year you'll have spent $120. So that's pretty much 2 new games right there.
Yeah.
So I think
it does pay for itself.
Yeah.
If it's 100 games and you pay $10 a month or $100 a year, it's $1 a game. If you had the space, you could download all 100 games, but once they rotate out, if you're halfway through a game and it rotates out and you don't have access to it anymore, they want you to shell, $15, $20 out for it? How much of a discount?
I wonder if they would still let you have access to it, and if it's just that if you take it off if you delete it, and then it goes back to, you can't go on the thing and download it.
Yeah.
I don't see Microsoft, sitting there letting you download a game and then going, oh, it's off our list, so you can't use it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because possession's 9/10 of the law.
You're basically renting the license for these game downloads. And then once the license expires, you lose your subscription service, you don't. Yeah. They'll just unlink the license from your account.
I don't think you have to worry about Microsoft games, though. I think Halo 5 is going to stay on there. I think if Master Chief Collection is on there, it's going to stay on there. Microsoft's going to keep... I guess that's there for the third parties if they decide to, because they got a bunch of third parties with them, which is something EA Access doesn't have. EA Access is only EA games.
Well, that's how Netflix works. They partner with these production companies, these distribution companies, to cycle movies and TV shows in and out of Netflix, but sometimes movies leave, sometimes they get new movies. It all depends on what the distributors are willing to give up the license for. But Netflix shows will always be on Netflix.
Yeah,
because
Netflix
they own
originals.
Yeah, because they own
Grandma
them.
hates
they own that. So it makes sense that Microsoft would be like that.
Yeah, and lucky for Microsoft, they have Halo, Gears of War, Forza, those series. So you're getting some pretty big AAA series that you can just download, and they said they're Legacy Vault, so that means it's not like Halo 6 is going to drop and it's immediately going to be in the vault. That's not going to happen. You're going to probably have to wait I think a year to 2 years probably
If
before.
you're lucky.
Depending.
Depending.
If a game flops, it might it'd be like a straight to DVD or something.
Straight to DVD. Yeah, but it's.
Don't forget, that new Microsoft game, Hitler Did Nothing Wrong. It went straight to the vault.
Went straight to the vault. Yeah, and so it's. I think this is. I think this is the future for gaming. I think this is great for a lot of people because a lot of people can't, dish out $60 for a game, but they'll definitely dish out $10 a month to be able to download 100+ games at their whim.
Hell, you're already paying $100 for the Microsoft Gold, Xbox Gold.
Yeah.
So you're having to pay. I think it should be bundled personally. You're having to pay for gold. Why not include this service in your gold subscription?
I wonder if they're going to do that. You
Like
think
a
they'll
gold
have like a gold deluxe where it's
Half of
$20
each.
a month
I don't know.
for both services, or they discount it $15 a month.
I don't know.
So they discount gold.
I buy gold 2 years at a time. So it would kind of piss me off if they came out. It's like if you buy gold, it'll.
So,
But I think it's going to be a service, like a separate service. That's how they're going to get their money.
so with you, Drew, what do you think about the service?
I think it'd be awesome, honestly, because who wouldn't want 100 games, if not more, for the price of 2 for a whole year?
Yeah.
But I'm just waiting to see whether or not they're going to take away your right to play a game that's already downloaded or not. That would be,
And keep in mind,
the selling point for me.
the article that we read on this, the original article I read was straight from Microsoft, and they didn't reveal too much at that point. They just said, here's going to be our service. We're not going to announce the price point yet. But the article we did read today was a third-party source. So keep that in mind because, I've noticed, especially online with video, when it comes to video game journalism, a lot of sometimes journalists like to take a little bit of liberty with assuming things. I'm looking at you, Forbes.
Well, those freelance video game journalists, they're in the business of generating headlines, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can call them journalists because most of the time video games after they come out, it's like you'll read the reviews and then you don't hear any more about them. It's really the business is getting ahead of everyone else and generating headlines about shit that's not out yet and features that aren't out yet. And then once those features drop, no one's going to remember it. So, I don't know. Maybe there is a lot of speculation going on. Maybe we're completely off base with this service and we really don't know what it's all about. So.
Okay, but no, I'm going to give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt. They've really, because of how royally they fucked up at the release of Xbox One, and I do mean that. That was one of the biggest fuck-ups I've ever seen on the release of a console. And once Phil Spencer became head of Xbox, they really have this fan, oriented culture with how they do things. So I don't see them giving you the service, you downloading this game, and when it's like, okay, we're pulling the service, or this game's getting pulled out of our vault, I don't see them immediately taking that away from you unless the third parties really tie their hands down with that. And even then, they're giving you this. If it gets pulled out of the vault, they're giving you a discount for the game. So it's like, oh, you want to play this game? Here's this big discount. And for them to make that worthwhile, I would say at least, what would you say, 40% discount on the game?
I'd say 50.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I only know is
50,
okay,
but-
let's say Netflix has a movie on there that you've been watching over and over again. Let's say they had like I don't know, what's a movie like that? What's the movie humans like?
Well, keep in mind these games are going to come out on here, and it's going to be a year.
Born. Okay, let's say Netflix has Born on it, and you've been watching Born every day after school, and then Netflix pulls Born off out of their library. Well, you can't get it through Netflix, but you can run down to the drugstore and buy it on DVD. That's basically, I think, the same. They're going for a Netflix model like that. While the game developers are licensing their stuff to this service, you can download it and play it. But then when they decide to pull their license, it's going to expire on your downloaded games, and you can buy it at a discount. But I don't think they'll let you keep it. Because you can just keep downloading games every month, and no matter if they're cycling in this program or not, you'll just have them and be able to play them.
Well, true, yeah. But keep in mind, this is their legacy, what's called the Xbox Legacy Vault. So, these games this will be at least a year, 2 years, it could be 3-4 years after the game's release.
Yeah.
So you're looking at games that are probably going to be around the bargain bin price range, $10 to $20. So if they're giving you a discount on a $10 to $20 game, it's going to make it, even if they do 20% off of a $20 game, you're going to get a bit of a discount, pretty good sized chunk off of it. I think, and it'll be fairly cheap for you to get. I personally think they're going to probably aim for the 40-50% half off range for this kind of a service if you want to really make it worthwhile.
Well, I mean, games with gold don't expire. When you download the games with gold,
this is like games with gold on steroids, pretty much.
So as long as you have your gold account, you can play those games.
I forgot to mention also the backwards compatible games are going to be in this program.
Okay, so 360 games.
360 and Xbox One are going to be both a part of this program.
You mean the first Xbox? Original Xbox? Or you
No,
mean 360?
Xbox
Okay.
360.
360 and Xbox One. We know Xbox doesn't know how to count, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's you're going to get all of that stuff together. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is a great move. This is a really good. Also, from the standpoint of their competitors, you have PlayStation Now, but that's a streaming service. You can't directly download the things, those to your, to your system. And then also, if I remember correctly, isn't PlayStation Now, isn't it also it's a separate service from the PS Plus, and it's like $60 a year or something like that. It's pretty pricey. So I think this is a great way for them to go. This isn't streaming. You download it directly to your hard drive. So
Steam.
Like Steam. So if you have any, so you don't have the trouble with streaming, which is, what if your internet connection is bad, or, what if their servers are having trouble that day, what have you.
What if someone in the upstairs bedroom is downloading tons of porn, storing it on his hard drive?
But you do have to worry about data caps.
But I'm just saying that this is
Someone.
This is a really good also a good program from that aspect. This gives them an edge over PlayStation, I think.
You have to cut that part out.
No, that part's gonna stay in there.
He's not talking about me, by the way.
But no, I think this is if done right. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. I'm pretty sure E3 is when they're going to do the big, announcement showing you all the bells and whistles on this program and how much it'll cost. Yeah, just like that.
Church coat
hopefully they do it. I hopefully they do it. Right out of the gate, and then we can cut to the chase, and they can show us the fucking Scorpio and how awesome that's gonna look. We'll see. I guess we can just end because I haven't done this in a while. What have we been playing? What are you playing? What are you playing, Jonathan? What have you been playing?
Rocket League. I discovered it last month as a $20 game. I was like, Rocket League looks awesome, and it's like right up my fucking alley. It's why I don't play Mass Effect. I play Rocket League. I don't play Zelda. I play Rocket League. It's like it's so relaxing. It's easy to jump in and do a match real quick. It's fun. It's addictive, and I'm nowhere near the level of some of these guys, but it's a fun game. Rocket League is a real good fun. That's what I've been playing.
Oh, Drew, what have you been playing?
I'm still playing Black Ops 3.
So just going old school.
You don't want to know what else I've been playing.
For me, it's been Mass Effect and Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've been back and forth. When Tanny wants to play Stardew Valley, I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, and when she's playing Zelda Breath of the Wild, I'm playing Mass Effect Andromeda. So fun. Hopefully we can do this again, guys.
Yeah, it's been good.
It's been good. It's a little hot in here. I might need to invest in some air conditioning, but I think this has been a successful run. As always, guys, stay safe and play on.